Hello, I am Felicia Gill, registered clinical psychologist with Purposeful Psychological Services. Today, I am going to be sharing with you information on coping with loss during COVID-19. Many people are experiencing grief during this COVID-19 pandemic. Grief is a normal response to loss during or after any traumatic event. Grief can happen in response to normal death, as well as to drastic changes to your daily routines and things that usually bring you comfort and a feeling of stability. Here are some very common reactions to grief. Some people may have difficulty coping because right now you are unable to be with a loved one when they die, or you are unable to mourn their death in person and with friends and family. Furthermore, grieving the loss of a loved one while coping with the fear and anxiety related to COVID-19 can be especially overwhelming while you try to follow the COVID-19 protocols. So staying at home and social distancing makes it difficult for persons to be physically comforted by loved ones. Here on this slide, some people may experience multiple losses during this time. Other types of losses include unemployment, or maybe not making as much money as you would like during this time, a loss of support, and changes in your lifestyle. These losses can complicate or even prolong grief and delay your ability to adapt, to heal, and to recover. Here on this slide, I have listed some tips for coping with loss during COVID-19. And the first tip here, experience your emotions. Allow yourself to cry, to remember, to feel angry or confused. Like other life changes, loss requires you to acknowledge the change, to feel the hurt, and to let the sadness just wash over you. You will have more positive days as time goes on. This is not about forgetting the loss or the person who is gone, but it is about accepting it and growing in spite of the loss. The second tip, connect with loved ones. So stay connected with your family and friends virtually. And that could mean via the telephone, social media, or with online calls and video conferencing. At this time, do not allow or do not deny them access to you, but instead allow them to share stories, pictures, and memories to honor the one that you have lost. Maybe even plant a tree or prepare their favorite meal to create more memories. The third tip, healing through actions. Create a gratitude journal to record things that you are thankful for daily. Or maybe keep a daily routine as well, where you can schedule your daily activities, and that's your meals and also time for sleep. And also, please avoid using alcohol or drugs in an attempt to cope with the losses. Instead, utilize tip 4, reach help. It is important to recognize that when you have reached a point of needing an extra help or needing that extra care, if you find that you need more support than what your friends and family can provide, know that it is okay to seek professional help. Professionals are trained to help you cope with your loss and to help you through the grieving process. Just to recap tips, so it's to allow yourself to grieve, stay connected with friends and family, maybe create a gratitude journal and record things that you are thankful for, and don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need to. What I want to say is that you must acknowledge that this is a difficult process. There is no right or wrong way to grieve, and neither is there a time frame for grieving. Be patient with yourself and the process of grieving. I hope this information that I have shared with you will help you to cope with loss and to process your grief during this COVID. If you have any questions, or maybe you need clarification on something that was said, feel free to send me an email or maybe send a message via Facebook or via Instagram with my page, Purposeful Psychology. And I'll be sure to reach out to you and be of any assistance that I can be. Thank you.